Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. Thank you so much. For those of you who are watching after the live stream and you would like to take part in my 5-minute mini reading for my subscribers as well as for members of my channel, then all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell manually, and all notification alerts manually to link here with my channel so that whenever I come on and do a free 5-minute mini reading, you are more than welcome to come. Just just a reminder, it is first come first served. Okay, so it is first come first served. And if you don't have an opportunity to join my free 5-minute mini readings, there's lots on that playlist for you to take a look at and enjoy the content on my channel. That being said, hello, intuitive friends. For those of you who are here live, welcome, welcome. See a lot of people. Let's get those thumbs up. Let me see those likes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. If you're living somewhere where it's Friday already, happy Friday. Some of you live where it's already Saturday, so I know time zones are different here for some of us. Intuitive friends, welcome back. We got another live here happening today. If you were here, if you joined the live before, meaning when I started the new list on January 8th, and or if you participated on June 10th, even if you participated the Spanish version, because I know some of you who speak Spanish do see me in the Spanish version, then I'm not going to add you to the list today. Okay, as you know, I always keep it fair for everyone. Where did I put my pen? Hold on a second. We keep it fair for everyone. So you're not going to be able to participate until the next new list. Okay. So I started this one, what was it, the 8th? I have to see what the 8th was. Oh, what is up with this? Okay, never mind. Intuitive friends, I do have some spaces taken up already, but last I checked, Debbie Cox was number 3. I have Divine Timing 86, which, by the way, thank you so much, Divine Timing, for your super. So you're going to get a super reading. Rowan GJ9S is at number 2. Debbie Cox is at number 3. Of course, the number system may change because we might have some members joining us, right? I always do 1 member, 1 subscriber, 1 member, 1 subscriber. But after Debbie Cox, I had 1 space available. Okay. So whomever is after Debbie Cox, if you haven't had a reading already, then guess what? I'm going to add you to the list, but hold on. Let me take a look at the list. All right. Hello, everyone. And that would be Irene, because Beverly 608, by the way, thank you so much for stopping by and saying good morning and supporting Beverly 608. What a phenomenal reading I had with Beverly 608 on June 8th. She was last on the list. So if you guys want to take a look at that mediumship / reading, it was a super reading, so it's a little bit lengthy. But for those of you who are interested, take a look at that. What an amazing reading she had. But thank you so much, Beverly608, for stopping by and saying hi. Irene Padilla, guess what? 1360, you are at number 4. Okay. Now I'm going to stop here only because, intuitive friends, I do want to say hi to everyone else though, but I don't want to confuse people, right? That they're on the list when they're not. So let's review the I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm hearing loved ones. Someone here might end up getting a reading from a loved one. I literally just heard that clairaudiently, so we'll see. But the subscribers here are Divine Timing 86, Rowan G J98, Debbie Cox 8144, and Irene Padilla 1360. By the way, intuitive friends, if you know Spanish speaking only relatives, friends, family, loved ones, have them pass by, because I do the same 5-minute mini reading. I'm now doing them in Spanish as well for the Spanish community. So feel free to share my YouTube channel link with Spanish speaking friends, family, and loved ones. And I appreciate the support. Now that we have our list, let me say hello Divine Timing, Rowan, Debbie Cox, Irene Padilla. And I want to say hello to those of you who weren't able to make it on the list. But guess what? Make sure you take a look at the June readings, and there's pick a card readings. There's lots on the channel. So if you weren't able to stop by and get on the list, you will be able to get on the list at a later time. I am going to do a super chat live. Okay, that I am doing maybe right after this live. Okay, so just want to give a heads up for those of you who are interested in those readings. So if you are interested in a $9.99 super chat, I will be coming up after this reading. So there you go. There's the announcement. I want to say hello to those of you who weren't able to get on the list today, but are here to support, which I totally appreciate. Jock Cal, hello, my dear. K Linda 1994, hello. Cimarron Zero, hello. Cimarron, you weren't able to make it in time, so you're not on the list, okay, my dear? But you could come next time. Jazz N2H, hello. Yankees Czar, Yankees Czar, hello. Welcome. Debbie Cox said, my birthday was the 10th. It was okay. It's been a minute since I've been here. I know, but I'm so happy that you made it on the list. We'll see. Beverly608. Interesting. You, Beverly608 and Debbie Cox are like 2 days apart on birthdays. So happy belated birthday, Debbie Cox. Beverly said, yes, it was amazing. That is the reading that happened on June 8th. So if you guys want to check out my mediumship reading plus the reading that I channeled for her, feel free to take a look. Irene says, yay, thank you. You're very welcome. Beverly608 says, happy birthday, Debbie. Hope you had a wonderful one. Debbie Cox is sending some hearts. Rowan G is saying hello, and great. All right, intuitive friends. So we're closed on the I'm just gonna write closed session. Just give me 2 minutes and then we're going to do everything else. Closed session. But one, I'm sorry, it's more than one. It's 2 spaces. Hold on a second. Spaces. I'm still, you guys can still hear the rooster. The roosters, I should say. Sometimes they're quiet. Spaces 4 members. All right, there we go. I was joking with my family the other day. I was like, You know, that one rooster that gives his very best. There he is. I mean, he knows what I'm talking about, him, boy. Amazing. Okay, replace the pin. There you go. Now you have a different pin there, intuitive friends, so we don't get confused on what's going on here behind the scenes. I have 2 spaces available for those of you who are members. Okay, so that's of course open there. I like to hear the roosters. Oh, reminds me when my grandma had some. Oh, yeah, they are. I don't hear them, believe it or not. I mean, because I grew up uh, both in the city and in the country. So um, I literally don't hear them, but I become more conscious of them when I do a live, because I know that chances are this is not a a common background noise. And no, it's not AI generated. All right, intuitive friends, let's go. Well, listen, I'm happy it makes all of you happy, but know that I will be returning to New York soon. And then we're just going to have my clappy clap. Remember, I didn't bring it. I should have. I literally had no space in my luggage. But all right, intuitive friends, let's please remember, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you weren't able to get a reading, take a look at my playlist. There's lots there. You got pick a card readings, let your intuition be your guide. You got your June readings, single readings, couple readings, connections and separation, energy healing, affirmations. Just click on the playlist to get the extended version of everything that I have on my channel. Everything is free on my channel that is content related there, so enjoy. But if you are interested in joining me in the $9.99 Super Chat Live, where we really get into the nitty gritty for entertainment purposes only, then feel free to do that after this live, because I will be there soon. Okay. So that being said, intuitive friends, remember, if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look at the links down below in the description box. Same links that I have in the chat. So for those of you who are interested in private readings, reading my testimonials, or seeing if I actually do have credentials, which I do, it's all posted there for you. That being said, intuitive friends, just a reminder that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and free will. The legal disclaimer is as follows, intuitive friends. Remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Intuitive friends, my free 5-minute mini readings are that 5-minute mini readings. But if you would like to extend your reading, then feel free to drop either a super sticker or a super chat, whatever you want, whatever you can, whatever you'd like, and I'll be more than happy to extend your reading, okay? So no worries about that. So what is a super reading? Well, you get more decks or extra decks, both oracle decks, okay, and tarot. So you get more information, more time, and more details, okay? So that's what that is all about. Debbie Cox, thank you so much for your super, and I greatly appreciate it. So we have 2 super readings. For those of you who are watching, you're like, what's a super reading? You'll get to see that in a minute. All right, so let us start with, and happy belated birthday, Debbie Cox, okay? Now it's interesting because remember I said at the top of the reading, I heard loved ones. So I wouldn't be surprised If someone here on this list ends up getting, like, I would not be surprised, but we shall see. That being said, intuitive friends, let us start with Divine Timing 86. Divine Timing 86, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making your reading into a super reading. Hold on, let me turn off my other phone there. Make sure we're good. All right, we're ready. Oh, do you guys like it? I have like this like new little notepad with my little pusheen. Exclusively when I'm here on the Lexa on the go. Isn't it cute? I love it. I was like, oh, I'm going to get it because I need something cute. Inspire me and my Venus, my Taurus Venus placement. All right, intuitive friends, let us jump into this reading. Now it's funny because these cards that I'm using today, this deck is my traditional deck. I've had it for years. I literally leave this one here, so when I come and drop by, I always have a deck here just in case. All right, intuitive friends, let's see. Debbie Cox, am I correct? No, Divine Timing 86. Divine Timing 86. Let's see what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. Remember, Divine Timing 86, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And we'll see what your guides want you to know, what energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time, as well as, or maybe what could be unfolding. So I don't know what's coming through, but I know you have a super reading. So we're going to give more details, of course. All right, divine guides. Ooh, one wanted to flip over, but let's see. Divine Timing 86, what your guides want you to know, what may be unfolding. And we have the Justice card, the Chariot, and the Page of Wands, okay? Because the Chariot is in the middle, I want to give you more messages here. Now, intuitive friends, for the 5-minute mini reading, I'm only taking out two tarot cards, okay? Unless I see that it's necessary to take out a third. My super readings, I'll be taking out 3 cards, okay? So Divine Timing, you do have here the Chariot card in the middle of your 3-card spread, which tells me here, by the way, the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, okay? So Cancer season, I want to say, did it start already, or it's right about to start, okay? So I do feel that there could be something happening here coming through for you during Cancer season. Now, it could also be 2 weeks after Cancer season, so it might be like close to it. All right, or you may have some type of like strong water or air, because you have Libra here also on your astrological natal chart. But the Chariot here is about controlling the emotions in order to stay focused on where it is that that you are moving towards. Okay, so your goals, whatever it is that you're working on, perhaps at this moment in time, or if you've been feeling something has been a little bit stagnant. So the Chariot is here to say, guess what? Something is moving and moving a little bit slowly. Okay, now, so funny because I was talking about Venus energy at the top of the reading, and sure enough, I'm a Taurus sun, which is ruled by Venus, but also, guess what? Libra is also ruled by Venus. So Libra and Taurus have a very much of a similar affinity and energy when it comes to our Venus, okay? It expresses differently, but there is that commonality. Now, here with the Chariot, as I said, it's very important for you to just keep moving forward. So either something will continue to move forward or will start moving forward for you. You may have some amazing ideas, inspiration, divine spark, and guidance that you're starting to think about, or that, you are genuinely feeling very much inspired, motivated to move towards, fill in the blank, whatever this Chariot is talking about for you symbolically, okay? Now, the Justice card in tarot is about being calm, cool, collected, impartial, objective. Excuse me. As I said, Justice card in tarot ruled by Libra. So again, as I said, there could be some Cancer or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio on your astrological chart, or Libra. Okay, so check those placements because there could be some astrological shifts happening there that you may need to be aware of. And it's so funny because for your reading, I'm getting a lot of like astrology. I don't know if you're into astrology like that, but I'm like, they're like the guides are talking to me in like astrology. Um, you know, so okay, fine, we'll keep going with it. Justice card, with it, whatever you may have felt was unjust or was unfair in the past or recent past, or whether something that you feel that needs to be right back into balance, or maybe you are in this energy of being balanced, impartial, objective. You're really kind of like putting, your foot on the metal, on that pedal, and moving things along. Again, that's what I'm getting. And it's so funny because I'm seeing someone's foot on the gas in a car. All right. So I'm going to tell you this because this is also coming through here. Okay. If you like to speed, okay, sometimes it happens without our, whatever. Not that I'm much of a driver, but I'm just saying, be careful. Okay, with speeding, you might get a speeding ticket here. Okay, just be careful when you're on the road, because I'm getting here like justice in the chariot. The chariot could symbolically be talking about vehicle. Okay, so vehicle, justice, police. Just be on alert, because your guides are telling me you got to keep an eye on that. They literally showed me a foot and the gas pedal going fast. So if you don't, you already know what I'm talking about if this applies to you. Because you know what I always say, spirit doesn't lie, energy doesn't lie. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? If you do that, then keep things at a non-dangerous speed, okay? Because again, of course, going too slow could also be dangerous, right? And going too fast could be dangerous. So either way, just keep an eye on that, all right? Because we don't want anything happening on the road where that may possibly take place, right? So we use this as guidance. And I guess this is something that happens because your guides were very much spilling that tea just now. So Page of Wands, like I said, you may be feeling a bit inspired. And yeah, this makes a lot of sense too with the speeding, because Page of Wands, you get caught up in your feelings, listening to music, inspired, feeling good. And then all of a sudden, there could be a speeding ticket here or some type of situation here where justice can intervene. Okay. All right. So let's give you more reading, more clarity here. All right, more details here. You got walking away. All right. You may be either walking away now, or you may have walked away from either someone or something that was being unfair, unjust, or just wasn't valuing you or treating you correctly. Now, this could be anyone from friends, family, loved ones. This could be coworkers. Wands energy is there. That is very much linked to career. This person or the situation could have happened in any of the seasons that I'm about to explain. So we have Justice, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius season, Chariot, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces season, or maybe the person may have had, or the situation may have had those placements. And we have here Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? But whatever it was, you walking away from a situation that was either unfair, whether it was that someone was treating you unfairly, or whether it's very much connected here. Being told to do this one. Um, it's time for you to spread your wings, and chances are you have been. There could be something that you've been thinking about, and you've been kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? I feel it's very much related to either some type of passion or something creative. It doesn't have to be, but it could. And I'm saying creative twice. Why? Because we got the Justice card, as you know, is ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, and we have wands, passion, fire, drive, okay? Divine spark, okay? Very much connected to the passion and creativity of who you are and what you may do. So pay attention to the, if something crosses your mind where you're like, I would like to dabble a little bit in whatever, or I would like to kind of add this to whatever this may be. I don't know. I get information, but exactly what area in your life this may be, I don't know. By looking at it, it does seem just energy wise that could be connected to career, but it doesn't have to. It could be your divine, it could be your divine passion or something here. Now, let's take a closer look here to the Justice card, because I'm curious here what this may be talking about here. Let's give you, look at that. Doubts surface. Someone's trust in you is starting to waver. There may have been something that may have happened in the past or recent past where your trust wavered in regards to someone. Integrity may have been a little hazy, cloudy, confusing, okay? You may have intuitively picked up on someone trying to pull wool over your eyes. You see what I mean? So doubts surface. There could have been either a person or a situation. It doesn't have to be a person per se. Although technically, honestly, I'm just going to tell you, I do feel it's more of a person than anything else. But it could also be an environment, right? An environment where a group of people, okay, that you felt were a little bit shady, or something may have been going on behind the scenes, okay? So there may have been some doubts surfacing or resurfacing here in regards to someone's authentic feelings, motives, or agenda, or an environment's feeling, agenda and things of that nature. So that's what's coming through with the Justice card. And by the way, oh my gosh, like your guides are chitty chatty. Your guides are telling me here that if you did feel that this is connected to someone, and again, I'm gonna say it again, either someone or I'm getting more someone than an environment, but uh, uh, you know, I'm just gonna say it like I'm getting at, where you may have felt like there was something a little bit not quite right. Your guides want to tell you here that you were right on your intuition. Your intuition, your spark, your divine, creative spark was on point. Okay. If you felt like someone lacked integrity, or there was something here that may have been unfair. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if you saw that, but this just flipped over and it goes again with the Chariot. So this is beautiful. Your guys want to give you kind of like that validation confirmation here in regards to that being the case. So I don't know what that's about, but I'll leave that up to you. If this is something that doesn't sound like it resonates now, keep an eye out, because this could be an energy that could be coming in for you. Okay. So just giving you a heads up on that. Now, let's talk about what just literally popped out of the deck here, and it was come to the edge. Whatever this Chariot and Page of Wands energy is focusing on or concentrating on is definitely something that I feel it may be connected to your past. Okay. There could be a passion, an idea, a project, a job, a line of work, something here that may be connected to the past, that if you feel that it wasn't moving or that you had a little bit of hesitation, this is talking about you moving forward or choosing. Like, you don't have to do anything, like I said, okay? We all have free will. This is just guidance, but it looks here that you walked away or walking away, closed the chapter. By the way, you do have the number 72. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. So there may have been a chapter that may have closed, a cycle that may have closed, and you probably are going to make the choice, or you made the choice already, to start moving something along. Now, whatever it is, there's a lot of emotions here connected to this either journey, path, or pivoting of direction, okay? You have the Chariot and the Wands here. So this looks like, if you've been wondering, is this new move, or is this whatever it is that you are, moving things along, is this is this going to work out for me? Am I on the right path? And this is saying yes from what I see here, okay? So let's take a look at walking away. After Divine Timing's reading, we have Rowan G. Rowan G, you are up next. All right, let's see here, Divine Timing. What else is coming through? Give me the light. Give me the light side here of walking away. I can tell you haven't been here for a bit because your guides are very chatty, which is good, but I'm just saying. The light side of this reading, before I even talk about the light side of the reading, I need to talk about what you may have walked away from, or what you may be walking away from. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Whatever this situation was with the Justice card and the devout and the wow, it's a devout. Okay. Interesting. Devout devotion. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Doubts surface here. Whatever this situation was or person, you may have seen the red flags. You may have picked up on the red flags. Whether it was that this person lacked the devotion and integrity in something, or whether the situation lacked the integrity or whatever, you picked up on some type of red flags, whether it was intuitively or whether it was as you continue to observe, watch, and assess something in connection to the Justice card, okay? Whatever it was, you were either being misled by false signals, and you chose consciously, like, I don't want to be there, I want to walk away, I want to leave this behind, or you intuitively picked up on something. Okay, so either way. Now, why I'm mentioning red flags is it happens to be, and I always tell you, intuitive friends, nothing happens as coincidence. Okay, the Justice has red cloak. That's not the only giveaway, right? That's one. So you got one. Then you got here on the nose side, red, traffic lights, which interesting. I was talking to you about a traffic light. About a traffic situation. So if it's not getting a ticket, make sure you don't run past a red light. See, I told you at the top of your reading, I was getting something having to do with like getting a ticket, speeding, and there you go, validation, confirmation. But in whatever the situation was here, or may be, there may have been some red flags, and sure enough, this being a little bit reddish pink or hot pink. Okay, so the light side of the walking away says follow the guidance, it leads to truth. And again, validation, confirmation, the Justice stands up for truth, it stands up for integrity, it stands up for what is right. And you may have been in a situation where you had to stand up for someone's rights, or maybe stand up for your own. Okay, so just be on the lookout, especially if this doesn't resonate right now, it could be coming up. So follow the guidance, follow your intuition, follow your divine guidance, and move towards it, because there could be something here where you can help someone, help yourself, and your inquisitive, intuitive abilities may in a way unlock or let you see something here that is bubbling underneath of a situation or a person. Okay, so just keep an eye out on that. I'm very interested to see what this may be about, if it resonates, because it's coming up so clearly that it's like literally clear like water. So I love it when readings are like very like, again, I feel like, you know, you haven't been here for a while and your guides are very chatty. So which I love, no complaints. They're just being very, very specific and very like super like, you know, just it's flowing very, very easily. Like more easily than the usual is what I'm trying to say. But all right, let's see what else is coming through. Stay calm. Whatever this is, okay, whatever may pop up or whatever is that you're dealing with right now at this moment in time, stay calm. I said this at the top of the reading. I'll say it again. The Justice card is calm, cool, and collected. This person is objective, impartial, observes, assess, okay? And divine timing or divine justice is at play. So there could be some karmic balancing of a situation or a person that you may have dealt with in the past or recent past, or may be dealing with, where you may hear about some type of like, yeah, things aren't going that perfect either in that scenario or that environment or with that person, because whatever was not in balance, divine justice will place into balance. Okay, whatever, and again, I'm saying again, whatever may be connected to your vehicle or to your car, whatever that is, stay calm. Okay, now remember that I said, and this is not fear mongering, okay, I just got to say it like I see it. It may not be you who accidentally eats or speeds by a red light. Okay, maybe someone else. All right, so just keep aware. Give a couple of seconds before when you're at a stop and it says go, give it a little bit of time to and then go. Okay, you're a driver. Chances are, because I'm getting a lot having to do with car here, I'm not a driver. Okay, I live in New York City. We don't drive practically over there, but whatever it is, just give it a little extra time, because there could be someone accidentally not paying attention to the road and speeding through a red light. Okay, so whatever this is stay calm. It says here, be cool, be calm. Didn't I say that at the top of the reading? There you go again. Be cool, be calm. You got to figure out your inner strength and wisdom only when your mind. Oh, you can figure out. This is written incorrectly, by the way, so I'm gonna fix it. You have things figured out due to your inner strength and inner wisdom only when your mind is placid. So if you do meditation, prayer, 5 minutes at the top of the day where you're just like attuning or aligning your chakras, or your daily affirmations, whenever it is that you're really tuning inward, okay, and you're quieting down the external and internal noise, that's when there could be a lot of information coming through for you. Okay, that's where there's this energy here of like, you may be getting a message, a download very quickly that could be inspiring and could lead you here to move in a different direction. Okay, and when I mean different direction, it could even be something like, again with the car reference. Okay, okay, we'll go with it. Where you always take a specific road or go through a specific way, and then you're inspired to just change course for whatever, just out of like the sheer blue sky. Listen to that type of energy. Okay, it says lights are coming and shining through you. Okay, so I'm going to show you that, but very interesting here, because I did talk about those red lights here, okay? Here with the traffic red light. So I don't know. I said it from the top of the reading. Of course, we always wish you the very best. I know everything will be fine because whatever it is that you do in life, guess who's right above you? I don't know if you could see it. There you go. You see that little thing right there? That's your divine protection, your guardian angel, okay? Your higher self. So what a beautiful reading. Very curious here about what this may mean. If it doesn't resonate now, which I would be surprised if it doesn't, but if it doesn't resonate now, it may resonate later down the road, okay? Again, another car reference, road. But there you go. Divine Timing 86. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your super. Don't forget, we want to make this channel a 2K channel. So give it a thumbs up and also share with 3 of your closest friends the Lexa Tarot channel so they too can come and enjoy either the content or the 5-minute mini readings. That being said, I'll take a look at the chat in a minute. But first, intuitive friends, for those of you who are here and visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, look, again with the traffic. Are you serious? I literally just cut the deck, but okay. Intuitive friends, if you are interested in learning more about me, just take a look down below in the description box, as well as in the chat. All my links are down below. Intuitive friends, if you haven't taken a look at your June readings, your monthly readings, please do so. And when you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. There's lots there for you, as well as in the bonus messages. Okay, go to the bonus messages because you have your quarterly readings there. All right. You'll know what I mean when you go to the bonus messages and you take a look. Take a look at your quarterly readings. You may get more information there, more details. Don't forget to give that also a thumbs up. All right, intuitive friends, let's see here. All right, that there, this there. All right. I'm very curious to see what this may have been about because they were very, you see, intuitive. For some of you are like, oh, she's able to see what people write. No, I don't. You see, I get commercials too. I get ads too. So unless I touch it, it doesn't go away. So there we go. Let's see. Divine timing. Divine timing says, I'm Libra rising. Bingo, validation, confirmation. You have the Justice card there. You said, I do, LOL. Don't know. Oh, I'll watch it because I do speak. Okay, so that's about this the car reference that kept coming through like so many times. Oh, Rowan said, I'm Rowan Debbie. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, you Rowan. Oh, okay, I get it. Divine timing said, I have felt that recently, but wasn't sure if it was just my insecurities. Don't know what that's about, but this makes sense in regards to what I was feeling, that your guides wanted to tell you something, and they're like over and over again. I don't know what that may be about, but I guess it resonated with you. Divine timing says, I'm the has been a minute. Oh, yeah, it has been a minute. Okay. Yes, it has. I will definitely be on defense driving. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very, very welcome. Awesome. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your thumbs up. All right, up. Hello, Ross Crum. All right, intuitive friends. Let's continue with the readings. Divine timing, thank you again for your super. Up next, we have Rowan G. After Rowan G, we have Debbie Cox, who's also getting a super reading. And then after Debbie Cox, 8144, we have Irene Irene Padilla, 1360. Now, we don't have any members here yet, but always know that if they do come through, we will be adding them to the list. That being said, Rowan G, welcome. All right, Rowan, welcome to the channel. I hope that these messages resonate for you. And if they don't, they might resonate at a later time. Rowan G, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And of course, I'm going to be channeling what your guides want you to know, what may be potentially unfolding, okay? Or what energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time. It could be any of that, but let's see what's coming through. Rowan G, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and let's see what your guides want you to know, okay? All right, Rowan G, you got the Lovers and the Chariot, okay? You got two major arcanas, okay? Now, let me start with the Lovers, because a lot of people, I want to say, only have one idea of what the Lovers card is about, all right? But I want to expand on something, because I see here the Chariot, all right? First thing I want to say is that the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, okay? And Gemini is ruled by Mercury, okay? Mercury is about the clarity of the mind, the clarity of speech, the clarity of maybe even, travel, okay? Not the clarity of travel, but it does influence travel, okay? If you are traveling, okay, there's something here talking about like maybe you're kind of like, should I or shouldn't I? Something about making a decision about whether you should travel or go somewhere or not. That's one thing that I'm getting. But the Lovers card is about choices, okay? It's about, should I go left or should I go right? Do I do this or do I do that? And the reason it's connected to choices and the clarity of the mind that is needed in order to make those choices, and the need to listen to your heart's desire in regards to those choices, okay, is because Mercury is connected to the clarity of the mind, the clarity of communication, okay, whether that's text, email, learning something, reading something, understanding the context or the information surrounding something. That is what the Lovers card also is about. Now, if you are in a partnership, all right, then this is talking about things moving ahead, making sure that you and your partner are on the same page in regards to what it is that you want to move towards. If you are single, then the Lovers card is telling you here, hey, listen, okay, take a look. Oh, I just noticed here that there's a lot of let me hold on a second. Let me make this card a G rated. I just noticed that hold on a second. Because I could get flagged for this, believe it or not. All right, so let's give him a pair of trunks, shorts, and let's give her a very nice shirt and a skirt. All right, there we go. Okay. I just picked up on that right now. But anyway, if you are single and you're wondering, I really want to meet someone, or I'm open to meeting someone, I want my love life to start moving. This is telling you, if you want your love life to start moving, then you need to start moving. You need to figure out here with the Lovers card, what are the important aspects of dating that are important to you? What are your belief systems? What is your core? What are your standards? What are your family values? It's very important for you to be clear on what it is that you want or that you are looking for if this is talking to you about your love life. Because if you're not sure, you're not going to be able to move towards that. You're not going to be able to know who you're going to say no and yes to. So you need to be clear on that first. And then, okay, you're going to move towards your goal. So what are the things that you're doing in order for you to meet new people? or to expand your horizons when it comes to dating, right? Sitting at home, okay, sitting at home listening to music is not going to get you there. So there's a sense here about being proactive, controlling your emotions, being proactive, moving forward, but keeping your goals in sight. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next card. What else is coming through here? Angel of Strength. Okay. Managing a situation that you either may be going through right now or may be going through in the near future. And by the way, the next person is Debbie Cox. So Debbie Cox, you're up next. You leaning into your emotional strength, mental strength, physical strength, energetic strength, religious strength, spiritual strength is super important for you to stay on course in regards to something that you want to accomplish or achieve. Okay. The Chariot is about determination. The Chariot is about control. And when I'm saying control, is controlling your emotions. Your emotions could get in the way in regards to you moving towards something. So that's why the Chariot card is ruled by Cancer. Okay. So as long there could be victory here. Okay. There could be victory, maybe even also victory in regards to a relocation as well. Doesn't have to, but it could. This could be talk about travel and relocation as well. But there's victory at the end of the tunnel. But in order for you to get to that goal or victory or triumph, super important for you to be very focused, because the Chariot rider and the two Sphinx symbolically here, right, all need to be on the same trajectory. They all need to, work together to get to where they need to go. Because if the chariot rider is thinking one thing, this Sphinx on the right is thinking another, and the left Sphinx is thinking another, they're not going to go anywhere. It's not going to move. There's not going to be any movement here. So it's super important for you to keep that in mind. You want to reach your success, victory, and triumph. Well, you need to, again, make those important choices, clear things up, okay? Be very clear on your intentions, standards, and the steps that you're going to implement here with the Chariot. There are times where your self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, or people from the outside, friends, family, loved ones, chime in and kind of get you out of your element. That's why the Lion is here. But the Angel is here to remind you that you have control over that situation. You just got to manage that. Last but not least, Rowan G, we have set boundaries. It's so funny. I was just talking about friends, family, loved ones. And normally that Lion does not come across as other people, but it sure did in your reading. So this could be friends, family, loved ones, or other people who like to chime in, whether it's coworkers or whatever. People who like to make comments or suggestions when either they're not experts in the field or when their life is not all that fabulous and organized. So setting boundaries is going to be helpful for you to manage either those people, situations, circumstances, or events, like I said, that Lion, that may try to interfere or may bring out this sense of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs within you. Rowan G, I hope these messages have been insightful. And let me read this because I just remember I didn't read it. This probably protects you from absorbing too much into unnecessary energies and preserve your true state of mind. You want peace, you need to create it. How can you create it? By setting healthy boundaries in all aspects of your life, especially those that may be connected to the topic that I was channeling here in regards to the lovers. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Debbie Cox. But before I jump into Debbie Cox's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching, welcome. For those of you who decided to subscribe to the channel, during this live stream, I want to say thank you. And to those of you who are my subscribers and my members here on the channel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Okay, greatly appreciate it. Let's make this channel into a 2K channel by you. It's free. All you need to do is contact 3 of your closest friends, family, and loved ones, people that like sound healing, they like astrology, niches where they're open-minded to growth. Then feel free to share my YouTube channel link. Okay, send them the link and let them know about your experience here on Lexa Tarot, and hopefully they'll stop by and they will also subscribe and also maybe get a chance here in future mini readings. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Let's see if Rowan G wrote anything or dropped a rose. If this, again, as I always say to you, intuitive friends, drop a rose if it resonates, because that lets me know that the channeling was very clear. And it also helps other people who are watching, right? Who are just like, they just came across this channel this morning or, today. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Rowan. Wow. Lots of roses dropped. So that tells me that's validation confirmation. Yes. Set boundaries. There you go. Super important. Okay. Sambada 5420. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay. I believe you're trying to write the word witch. You forgot the I, my dear. Okay. May your intentions overflow in your direction. Yes, you said travel abroad is my plan. There you go. Validation confirmation in regards to that. You wrote yes, set boundaries. Thank you so much. All right. Awesome. All right. Intuitive friends. Let's see who is. Rowan said, thanks a lot. Lexa resonates, love, light, and yes, love and light for you as well. The Gypsy too. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by in our channel. Now our list is closed, the Gypsy, but feel free to stick around, check out how my style of reading is and channeling messages. And maybe next time you could come back and be part of the 5-minute mini reading. Okay. So let's welcome the Gypsy. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Love and light to those of you who are here. And of course, let's keep it moving. All right. Let's see what's going on. Rowan, thank you so much for your validation confirmation. Up next, we have Debbie Cox. We don't have any members here yet, but remember, intuitive friends, the number system could change if a member stops by. Okay. Irene Padilla, you're right after Debbie Cox. Debbie Cox, you do have a super reading, so thank you so much for your donation. And for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. I don't know why I'm seeing that I gotta, okay, whatever, go with the flow. I never do that, but I was literally saw my hand doing that. So, okay. But yeah, my name is Lexa Tarot. I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials and credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, then take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. You will find those links there and you will get to know more about me. Now, that being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Our focus and goal, that I'm going to be, just reminding all of you, because I never do this and I know I should, but I just don't. I get so laser focused on the readings. Let's make this channel a 2K channel. All you need to do is share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends, people that you feel may benefit from either the content on my channel or these free 5-minute readings. All right, let's jump here on this reading for Debbie Cox. Debbie Cox, it's been a while. Happy to see you. Let's see what your guides want you to know, my dear, okay? By the way, happy belated birthday to Debbie Cox. All right. I don't know why was I getting like extra shuffling here for you, but all right. You got here the 4 of Wands, followed by the 2. I'm sorry. Why am I saying the 2 of Pentacles? Okay. I'm going to say the 2 of Pentacles. That's not what's here. But there could be a connection to the 7 of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles. I'll talk about that in a minute. And the King of Cups. Okay. So here you have the King of Cups. All right. All right, let's chit chat here. Now, I'm going to start with the 7 of Pentacles energy here. And it's interesting because you just saw I was channeling 2 of Pentacles, which is not here in the spread. It is the 7 of Pentacles. But the fact that I channeled the 2 of Pentacles tells me that maybe you've been very busy. You have had either a full plate or you've been juggling. You've been trying to balance something. You've been putting a lot of work, focus, energy into something, whether it's something that you're thinking about, whether something that you're adding resources to, whether those resources are money, time, focus, whatever that may be, okay? But there is this 2 of Pentacles energy that channeled through in this reading. Now, you do have the 7 of Pentacles. This tells me that whatever it is that you've been moving and shaking, or whatever it is that you've been putting effort towards, you're going to need time to see the flourishing of it, okay? You're going to need time to continue to see the slow growth. Now, this doesn't have to talk about love, but it could be about love or it could be about work and finances. If it's about love or it's about a romantic connection or friends, family, loved ones, anything having to do with family, friends, loved one, and the heart, okay, I feel here that things are getting better. Either the connection is getting better or that there's going to be this sense of just watching something evolve, especially if it's a romantic friendship or connection. If this is you pouring into you, and the reason why I'm saying you pouring into you is because the King of Cups is here, okay? So if you're pouring into you, you just need some time to start seeing how you pouring into you, Cups energy, okay? You being the King of Cups, being balanced, calm, cool, and collected, having the emotional maturity and the emotional intelligence to give time to yourself, to self-care, self-love, and you will see that the more you do that and the more you focus on that, you're going to end up in this energy here of the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands is about stability. Now, this could be as you pour into yourself or you allow things to unfold with divine timing, okay, you may start connecting more and more either to resources, people, situations, opportunities where you may find more like-minded souls, where there's a feeling here of optimism, there's a feeling of homecoming, you feeling like you've either found your soul tribe or that you're strengthening connections connected to friends, family, or loved ones that are very much connected here to, okay, hold on a second. You may have a loved one who crossed over who's coming through. They gave me a whole different, wow, okay. All right, I'm going to put that soul on hold for a second. I'm going to continue here to what I was saying. And I was just like, they just interrupted, like, wait, there's more. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what I just saw and how the soul, and I knew that was going to happen with somebody. I didn't know with who, but okay. So I'm telling that soul to hold off a second here. but I'm getting you connecting more to your soul tribe, okay, to people who are like-minded, okay? This could also be the fact that you have created or you are continuing to strengthen boundaries, okay? Because if you see here, you see that there are 4 wands. These are people like say celebrating the homecoming, right? So these are boundaries here, all right? And you're moving towards them, okay? Which, by the way, I want to talk about how interestingly this specific soul was showing me, this loved one or friend, family, or loved one from the other side was showing me like, hey, I have a message, okay? But I'm telling them to hold off a bit because I want to talk about the earthly realm for a second. So this could be here, you connecting more to people, to resources that create more stability. This could even be talking about a new work environment or new department or new people that you work with, new clients as well. But again, with the King of Cups here, there is this energy of you being very attuned to not only your emotions, but not letting outside factors talk about those boundaries. Those outside factors ruffle your feathers. Okay. Now, I want you to see something here because here with the King of Cups, you see that choppy water, but you see the King here. The King is calm, cool, and collected. He doesn't care how choppy the water is. He's still a loving, nurturing, compassionate, and empathetic person who is also very intuitive, but is not allowing outside circumstances to get under his skin because he has the maturity and emotional intelligence here to, kind of, dust it off, not pay attention to it. So that's the first reading. Now, when I was talking about the earthly realms and you being connected here, and I feel it's one, okay? I feel it's one loved one, but there's something in connection with the other side. Okay, so even though it might be one loved one, it might be, yes, it's one person, but they could be connected here to someone else you may know. It might even be a friend that wants to come through, or it's vice versa. Either the soul is a friend who's bringing in a loved one, or it's your loved one, your family member, or something like that, but they're bringing someone else in. Okay, don't know what that may be about, but I'm just going to say, when I was channeling the message here in regards to your earthly soul tribe, they showed me a whole entire different scene. It was the same card, but instead of the the wands, it was like the kind of the impression of the heavenly scene or the ethereal realm, and like clouds being the boundary, so that it's like they're there and then you're here and they want to come through to give you a reading. So that was very interesting and very creative of this beautiful soul to go and show me that in that way. So definitely here going to channel messages now. I'm going to give you obviously a mediumistic reading, but I do want to mention this person. I'm not saying they have to be or they are this. I mean, this soul. I feel the soul may be male. If the person isn't male, they could be a person who may be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, may be linked towards. Okay. But I'm getting a lot of, yeah, we'll see. Let's see. It doesn't have to be, it could be a female. Okay, cups energy is yin energy. It could be a female, but a female who is very proactive, maybe generous and kind, but very like proactive. But we'll see. Okay. So I wasn't prepared for this, but hold on. Like I said that I felt it, but I wasn't, like I didn't have my cards. All right, let's get some. Okay, let's see what this may be about. Okay, all right, let's start. Ooh, Okay, that just happened. So I'm just going to take it. I have someone who's older who wants to give a message. You see, journal. Okay, older person. Okay, listen carefully. I didn't even get to shuffle the card, and that just popped out. Again, it doesn't have to be a male, but it could be. Could also be a female who's very kind of like proactive also. But because the Four of Wands with the King of Cups is here, again, I'm getting Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There may have been either their placements when they were alive, or it could be a season when they may have passed. Okay. But I didn't even get a chance to shuffle, and the journal and the lilies came out of this deck. Now, the lilies comes across as someone older, someone mature, okay? Someone, a soul who had a lot of wisdom, a soul that was very peaceful, okay? Nurturing, generous, house is coming through. This could be someone that you lived with, grew up with, okay? This could be a soul who, again, maybe is a friend, family, or loved one, but there's something about a connection to a home. So this could be a family home. This could be maybe a friend that you used to go visit, okay? But for whatever reason, this main soul is coming through forward, okay? And let's see what else. Give me more. Wow, this soul caught me very early in the reading here, so this is good. All right, let's see. This soul, there may have been times where things were a little bit difficult or complicated. Maybe there was a little bit of complication, turmoil, and conflict sometimes, either having to do with another member of the family, or having to do with some type of either drama, family drama, or some type of conflict. Now, this conflict doesn't necessarily have to do with you, but it could be connected here to some type of conflict. Now, this conflict could have emerged once this soul crossed over. That could be very much something here the soul is trying to come to get across. Okay, maybe after this soul crossed over, there was some type of disconnect here, or some type of tension or difficulties that either you may have felt or you may have gone through. Now, I do want to mention here how everything, I never believe in coincidences. I always say there's always a reason. Because here, with the Four of Wands, I want to say that when I said homecoming, I want to say that that's when I ended up getting this kind of message here from the soul. So there's something connected to home life, a physical home, or home also is the center or the main, kind of like the powerhouse of a family. So that could also be the case here. Okay, now let's see what else this beautiful soul wants to share. Give me more. Debbie Cox, you said that your birthday was recently, right? This soul may have been around you recently, because lilies, even though lilies is not the bouquet in the Lenormand deck, there is this energy of like giving flowers energetically, as if there was a celebration and this person was there. Again, it is honestly, intuitively, it's coming across like it's a loved one, because the house is here. So there's a sense of like an energy around you. And by the way, oh wow, okay. I'm getting that this soul, there's something about, I don't know if it's like a letter or a card. I don't know if this person used to pour their heart and soul in either writing a card, writing a letter, and giving you gifts, obviously for your birthday, or they expressed it verbally. Because this person, I'm sorry, I always call, always say person, it's soul. This soul is showing me like they would pour their heart and soul in either messages said orally, or they would find like the right card or the right, I don't know, card. I'm even seeing a plaque. And that could be something very touching that could have been on this person, on the soul's tombstone. Also interesting. Never. Wow. Okay. Never would have thought it was the tombstone, but they're showing me that too. There was something like very touching. This is a person who's very, again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, as I said, even before I jumped into doing the mediumistic reading here. This person was very affectionate or empathetic. They may not have shown it all the time, but they were very caring person here. If you do journal, there's something about you getting messages or your mind towards this person or something like that. Thinking about this person. I don't know. I mean, the soul. I don't know if the soul used to love reading or reading and writing or journaling. I'm seeing like a brown leather book. I don't know if it's like a Bible, a book, a journal, because they're not opening it for me, but they're showing me like a vintage kind of like leather. I mean, it could just be just symbolic here for like a book or something. But I don't know. But that's what I'm getting, like leather bound something. I don't know if there was like a special book, Bible, journal, but the soul is literally not letting me go to the next deck here to channel more, because they're very kind of like talk about this that I'm showing you. Okay. All right. So let's see what else is coming through. I'm getting that there's a main soul and then there's someone else. I don't know. There's someone else. Like there's someone like behind this person. I don't know if you had a friend or I don't know, maybe even in childhood that passed away. Someone, they're showing me someone else. But I don't know if that someone else is connected to you or it's connected to the soul. But we'll see. All right, please give me more. Give me more clarity. Thoughts. As I said before, okay, there is this energy of you having thought about this soul, or this soul was thinking about you on your birthday, because your birthday just, you told me it was on the 10th, right? So there's this energy here of thoughts crossing here, okay? Remember that I said that I'm picking up two people? I do have, again, that energy of someone else. But I don't know what that's about, so I'll just leave it there. But again, their thoughts, this soul is always with you, my dear. Don't know who this is, but this soul is like, I am with, Debbie quite often. And this soul may even cross your mind, not because you're thinking about them, but because either they're near or there's this quantum entanglement, right? What is quantum? Let me give you an example of quantum entanglement in the 3D realm, okay? And that also happens in the ethereal, okay? Because love transcends time and space. So in the 3D realm, when we are quantum entangled with someone else, an example would be you're thinking about your friend, and minutes later, your friend texts you, calls you, or you bump into your friend, or vice versa. Your friend is thinking about you, or your loved one is thinking about you, your friend, family, loved one is thinking about you, and you so happen to be like, gee, let me send so-and-so a text, and they tell you, or you tell them, I was just thinking about you. By the way, I did that this morning with a friend of mine who crossed my mind twice. Okay. So I literally left her a voice message. I said, listen, I don't know what's going on your end, but you crossed my mind twice. I'll connect with you after I do my live stream. And when the other person calls you, connects with you, or whatever, that is called quantum entanglement. Well, quantum entanglement is a scientifically proven fact. Okay. They have done this experiment when they take one atom, they slice it in half, they take one half of the atom or something to one random place and the other one in another random place, and whatever happens to one, the other one feels. So there's this energy here of the soul saying that there's this beautiful quantum entanglement between you and the soul and you. Okay. Even if, and I'm not saying there was, but even if there was a difficult or complicated, if there was a complicated, something else came up. If there was a complicated or tumultuous type of connection. Now, what do we have here? Look at that. It's a male. I told you that I was picking up a male because of the King of Cups, but validation confirmation, this person is a male. I'm sorry, this soul is a male. Okay. Now look at all the cards we have here. And look at how, I feel it's a male. If it's not a male, it could be a female, but from the male. Oh, look at this. I told you. Listen, this is a male soul in your family. This could be a grandfather, father, brother, uncle, cousin. But we have male and we have house. Okay. So this could be very well a soul who watched you grow up, or a soul who may have departed when you were a child. There's childhood connection here. If it's not a loved one, it could be a friend, okay, a childhood friend. But again, this soul wants to let you know that their thoughts are with you. They have not forgotten you. They are deeply around you, taking care of you, connected to you in thoughts. They still see you maybe as a child, or especially if this is like a parent energy, they will always take care of you. Okay. So let's see, give me one despair. Okay. There may be times where you may get a little bit, you may feel a little bit sad or saddened because of the soul's departure. Okay. Or may feel at times that you are alone, and that there's this energy here of like, you're not alone in your troubles. Okay. Because the soul is around you, especially in times of difficulty. They gave here, they have the number 32. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 5 is about changes and things of that nature. So what a beautiful message here. Okay. They don't want you to stress yourself out. They're doing well. But of course, there's a concern about how you're doing. Okay. So you're not alone in your life journey, even if, they are on the other side. I'm going to keep their energy here connected to that 4 of Wands, because that 4 of Wands was when I got the message of this person, okay, of the soul. All right. So let's take a look here at more information. What a beautiful reading. Let me know, Debbie Cox, if these messages resonate for you. But what a beautiful message from the other side. And it's so funny because it came also in, the channeling came through when I was channeling the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is the energy of celebration. So even though this soul was unable to celebrate with you in the 3D world, in the earthly realm, they were celebrating with you in spirit. So, wow, this is very, very nice. The soul just wanted to come through to let you know that, they didn't forget your occasion, your celebration, your birthday, your special moment is something that they still think about, even on the other side. Thoughts, main, male, and child. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is, again, either a grandfather figure, father, uncle, cousin, but yeah, okay. And the soul wants you to know you're not alone in the things that you encounter. You could always count on him to come through and give you a helping hand. But what you need to understand is that, and it's not just you, it's just everyone. If you want your guardian angel to help you, if you want friends, family, loved ones who've crossed over to, guide you and help you and guide you, you need to ask. Because if you do not ask, they cannot just free nilly-willy come through, okay, and help. Why? Because we as humans have free will, and the celestial realm can't intercede. Okay, when I'm talking about celestial realm, I'm talking about your ethereal guides, your guardian angel. Sometimes they do, okay, if it's like something super dangerous, they will come through and try to help you even if you're not asking. But for the most part, there needs to be a opening of that veil for them to come through. Okay, so just wanted to say that. Time to go. Time to go is about releasing the people that no longer serve you, releasing the people, the situations, circumstances, or events that no longer serve you. Like I said, and by the way, time to go is here giving more clarity to the Four of Wands. And like I said at the top of the reading, and for those of you who missed it, you could go all the way to the back, all the way to the front of this reading, or to the start of this reading. You're going to be more connected to like-minded souls, maybe even friends, family, and loved ones who genuinely care about you. Maybe coworkers that care genuinely, or staff. If you are, CEO, manager, supervisor, people that value you and care about you, those are the people that you can continue to grow and pour into. But those that, don't pour into you, then if they don't pour joy, if they don't pour joy and peace, then here with time to go, which by the way, number 45, 4 plus 2 is equal to 9. 9 is closing chapters. Then it's time to close chapters or create kind of a distance here between people who no longer serve the purpose of connecting with you in that way or having access to you. Here with the Seven of Pentacles, let's give you, now by the way, for those of you who are watching, this is what I consider a super reading. Now, super readings don't automatically have a mediumistic message. They don't. Only if a loved one is literally showing me like, yeah, there's something more than just a message here. But it's extra decks, extra details, and extra time. It just so happens to be that Debbie Cox's reading did have a loved one who wanted to come through, and that's what we're doing here. So give me more information here on the Seven of Pentacles, more details here. Authentic self. Seven of Pentacles. Patience in the growth. Patience in the unfolding. Patience in nurturing and being consistent, but most importantly, having the patience to allow yourself to continually step into your own light, step into your own unique, authentic self. Okay? It says showing true self courageously, being brave, stepping forward, sharing, being your true self. super important here in regards to this growth. And this could very well be, by the way, this energy that's coming through in regards to, because you've let go of things, people, situations, and environments that no longer serve you. It allows you to be more open to people that are vibrating at your frequency and people who cherish you. But it's super important to continue to maintain and strengthen those healthy boundaries. And the more that, and look at this person is literally turned towards this, the more that you vibe in your own high vibrational optimistic energy, because that's why there's a lot of yellow there, the more that you're able to connect not only with your true authentic self and live your life as you so wish to live your life, but also attract people from the same frequency. Irene Padilla, you are up next. Irene, ooh, okay, so this just came through. Look at this. Wow. It says getting satisfaction. By the way, I didn't even get a chance to say it, but I'm giving more clarity here to the King of Cups. King of Cups says here, getting satisfaction, good times, happy endings, okay? So what a beautiful reading here in regards to the King of Cups. Again, I feel the King of Cups is you, but also here, remember that I said at the top of the reading that I wouldn't be surprised if this soul is very much connected to this King of Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, whether it was, a season or someone who may be very empathetic, generous, and, just has a lot of love here for you. Because guess what? We have two people here side by side. One is a male and one is a female. Now, this reading isn't about gender, but definitely this soul was like, hey, listen, I'm a male. Okay, I'm a male. There's the child. I'm someone who, knows Debbie Cox and who is there for her. And, she thinks about me frequently. I think about her frequently. And there is a connection here about this kind of like I said, the quantum entanglement. So whatever it is that you are feeling here, this love for this soul also loves you back. Okay. All right. So look at that. They're not far. They're very much near. This soul is very much near you. Okay. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message. Now let's take a look at your last and final card, and then we're gonna jump into Irene Padilla's reading. Debbie Cox, let me know if these messages resonated. Drop a rose in the comment section if it did. But yeah, wow. Very nice. Let's see what else your guides want you to know, or maybe what this beautiful soul wants to remind you of, okay? And I said it at the top of, I didn't know who was going to get it, but I know somebody was, because I feel it in the air. I just saw literally someone, I saw a shadow on my peripheral leaving the gates of my home. So, okay, guess that's symbolic. All right. Very interesting. I want to thank this beautiful soul that trusted me in this channeling. And I said it once, I'll say it again. Validation, confirmation, setting boundaries. Continue to set those healthy, strong boundaries and continue to live your life authentically. Continue to live your life courageously. Continue to live your life with the emotional maturity, the emotional intelligence that you have, and also the connection that you have with your intuition, with the King of Cups energy. Set boundaries says this probably protects you from absorbing too much into unnecessary energies and preserve your true state of mind. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, but I also want to tell you the following. If you are in a situation, circumstance, or event, or in an environment where you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. You can, if you can, obviously, if it's job related, you can't do anything other than have to stay there. Okay. But you could always carry a black tourmaline in your pocket, which repels lower vibrational energies. But this could also be an environment. If you're, for example, if you're at a festival or something, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be, and this is just an example. It doesn't mean that this is festival related, but I'm just giving you an example. Now you go to like a place where there's a lot of people, and you're like, oh, I'm so happy because I'm gonna spend my whole day at so and so this place or whatever. And then all of a sudden you just kind of feel overwhelmed and you're like, you know what, I just want to go home. Then do that. It's okay. Okay, because you may have absorbed way too much energy in those environments, so whatever this is, or whatever this could be, I'm getting this energy where you're in this like festival, or I don't want to say concert because they're not showing me concert. They're showing me something that's outdoors. So maybe it's like an outdoor concert. Maybe it's in an amusement park. Maybe it's a festival. But the guides are showing me outside carnival. It could even be a carnival or an amusement park, but I'm getting outside. And your idea is like, I'm going to be there all day. And then all of a sudden, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, maybe this happened already, but I get this energy for you to listen to your energy field, right? Because there may be a point where there is just way too much, and there may be a reason why you might want to leave either the party, the celebration, the whatever, a little bit early. And it's okay, you know? But for whatever reason, I'm getting that. So I don't know what that's about. But that's all that I have here for you, Debbie Cox. Remember, Debbie Cox, drop roses in the comment section as well as here in the chat to let me know that these messages resonated for you. Also, the mediumistic reading, let me know anything that may have been a validation confirmation just for me, okay? Because every soul communicates differently. So different signs are, sometimes they use different signs or whatever. But it just, let me know what came through, if what came through made sense for you. But that being said, Debbie Cox, I want to say thank you to your beautiful donation and generosity. Happy belated birthday. And I hope these messages resonated for you. If they don't now, they may resonate at a later time. Okay, my dear? That being said, see you next time. I'll take a look at the chat if you left something. So just hold on a second, because I have a lot going on here, so I need to put this back. But if you want to chit chat for a quick minute, I could definitely do that after I put these cards away. Up next, we have Irene. But first, intuitive friends, for those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, and for those of you who are watching, who are brand new to the channel, welcome. For those of you who subscribed during this live stream, I want to say thank you. And for those of you who are my subscribers, as well as the members of my channel, I want to say thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for your generous donations. Thank you for sharing my channel with like-minded souls. Let's make our 2K goal. Okay, so remember, share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. Share my YouTube link, because if not, they get kind of, lost on their way here. So make it easier for them. Just share my YouTube channel link with them, and let's make it to 2K. Intuitive friends, please remember that your June readings, your monthly readings are already done. They are already on the channel. Also, take a look at the bonus messages playlist, which has your quarterly 2026 readings. Okay, so your quarterly 2026 readings are there as well, which you can gain more information and more details to your monthly readings. So if you don't know about it, just take a look at the bonus message playlist and you'll see the quarterly readings. They are there for you. Intuitive friends, I also do readings for singles, couples, no contact, connections, or love at a distance. And you can find that in the you can find that in connections and separation. Okay. just click on that playlist underneath the banner and you will find the I don't know why I'm saying no contact. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in no contact, we also have no contact there for you too. All right, intuitive friends. So what a beautiful reading. I am so eager to see what this mediumistic reading may have been about and how or if there were some validation confirmations. So let's take a look here. All right, let me go and reach and all right, hold on. Oh, Ascending Universal Butterfly is here. Welcome. Ascending Universal Butterfly is one of our members here on the channel, our Oracle. Oh, by the way, I am going to put that up tonight so you guys can, oh, interesting, 1111. Let's see, for those of you who are part of my tier number 2 and tier number 3, so you guys can vote for your 10-minute mini reading for the month. Okay, so I'll put that up today. I've been super busy behind the scenes. All right, so Debbie Cox wrote, self-care, I've been in set boundaries with my family. I had 2, spending time with a King of Cups. There you go. It says a loved one is coming through. Hi. Could be my dad, has Pisces. Okay. Yep. Validation confirmation. Yes, 10th. My dad's always around me. That was being shown in the reading. It says, yes, I miss him so much. And I know he's with me. Yes, he sure is. Although I wanted to say there was someone standing behind him, but I couldn't get, it's like he wanted to come up first, but wanted me to mention there was another soul there with him. Debbie, you wrote, yes, I let go of people, places, and things that don't align with me. Good. Keep doing it. Debbie, it says, my sister Veronica is with me. She is probably the one standing behind him. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Because I kept feeling, I felt the main soul coming through. And then I felt there's someone behind him. And I said that, especially with that 4 of wands energy. Okay. I felt that it was like more than one person. I'm sorry, more than one soul here. You were okay. You dropped a lot of a lot of roses. I'm going to a festival this weekend. Interesting, because I was seeing that. So, if you do have a black tourmaline, keep it in your pocket. I also have products that I have connected to my my videos, and I do have black tourmaline there. So if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, you wrote 11 p.m. here. Oh, wow. So where are you from, Debbie? You have 11:11 over there. I had 11. Mine was 11:11 a.m. You're 11:11 p.m. So what a beautiful validation and synchronicity. Ascending blessings. Yes, thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you. My support, my dad, Ronnie, and my sister, Veronica. Oh, thank you. I thank them. You're in Ohio. Okay. Interesting. Well, listen, I actually thank your beautiful souls, your father, Ronnie, and your sister, Veronica, for trusting me in sharing and channeling their messages. So, there was also a child there. And it's so funny because the child's there was a girl. Okay. So remember, it was the main male, and a little girl. So again, very much confirmation validation there that you were able to see. So thank you so much, Debbie. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends today, okay? So that we can get to 2K. All right, that being said, what a gorgeous reading. That was very, very nice. All right, I always love mediumistic readings, but I never know when they're going to happen. They just, come through. But for those of you who are like, like you want that to happen, you could always speak to your souls, your dearly departed, and have them come through. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do like dearly departed 5-minute mini readings. It's just that they take longer, so maybe like a donation base. Yeah, I could do that too for those of you who are interested. Um, but yeah, so thank you so much. All right, up next we have Irene Padilla, and of course, intuitive friends, let's give a huge thank you to Universal Ascended Universal Butterfly for volunteering, doing the volunteer moderate, being the moderator and volunteering here on the channel. Okay. Thank you so much, Ascended Universal Butterfly, for your love, loyalty, and support, and for donating your time. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look here. Up next, we have Irene Padilla. Irene, this is your reading, my dear. Let's see what's coming through for you. What your guides want you to know. Interesting. That wanted to pop up through. That was the Eight of Pentacles. It didn't pop up, but it did a peekaboo. All right. There may be something that you're really focusing and gaining practice on, that you're doing over and over again. You're practicing something here with the Eight of Pentacles that did a huge peekaboo energy. You're sharpening some skills, talents, abilities. It could be work related, or it could be having to do with savings, money as well. Could have to do with resources. But all right, let's see what's coming through. Irene, what your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's coming through for you. Interesting. You have something that you walked away from. I just literally just cut the deck, and it's giving you a new awareness or a new perspective. All right, let's see. Keep those messages I just channeled in mind, because that wasn't something I was planning on even channeling, but it came through. Queen of Swords, the Tower, the Five of Cups, and you have the Two of Cups right after that. Queen of Swords energy. Like I said, there was this, I forgot the two cards that I just saw there, but there you go. Tower moment. There could have been a tower moment in the past or recent past, or you're looking at a tower moment that may have happened. I'm going to have to pull this one too, which is right behind the Five. Okay. And it might take some time. Okay. All right. So, all right. Now, this is not a super reading, but there's a message here that's coming through that has to be channeled here. All right. First and foremost, there is a part of you who at times thinks about a tower moment, either a breakup, separation, or divorce, or some type of situation that you didn't see coming. Something was revealed to you in some way, shape, or form, and there was a sense here of feeling bad about the situation, or really not wanting to have to go down that route. Okay, so whether it was something that you chose to depart or move away from, but it's because you realized something, you noticed something. If this is connected to an environment, the people, or if this is connected to one person, the person that this tower moment is connecting you with is saying they regret the breakup, separation, divorce, or they regret the revelation that you put two and two together, right? They regret not doing something to prevent the tower moment. But here's the thing. The tower moment is not caused by you. It's caused by the creator or the universe, which says there's something here, or there's someone here, or there's an energy here, or there's an environment here that you were either giving way too much leeway, or you were bending the rules or giving too much time towards or to, and it was time, to shake things up and wake you up to the situation. Now, it may have been very, kind of like sad, like you were hoping that it wouldn't go in that direction. But the Queen of Swords is saying, listen, I'm not thinking about the emotions any longer about whatever this was about. I now understand that I need to cut with my sword the Tower and the Five of Cups energy from my life, from my energy field, so that I can reach the connection, the people, okay, the love, the friendship that is meant for me to have. People that are on my same intellectual, logical, rational, analytical thinking, who say what they mean and mean what they say. So the Queen of Swords is very like, listen, I gave opportunities, the person didn't take it. They may be regretful, not my issue, not my problem. Okay, you're not meaning you, but the person. You may be saying to yourself, like the Queen of Cups may be saying, your inability to, you know, course correct may have created the situation with the Tower. So you're like, I'm not going to give you any more time and leniency. I'm going to move forward, but I'm going to cut this energy out my way because I want to get to either a connection or to a friendship or to a situation where it's more compatible, where my intelligence is valued, where my clarity of thinking is valued, where the mastery of my intelligence, and that a person who can sustain in intellectually stimulating conversations, a person who, if I ask them something, they are able to give me straight answers, a person who has integrity here, because the swords is also about truth. Now, I will say this, and this is not an extended reading, but I do want to say that right after the Two of Cups, there's the Knight of Pentacles. Is it going to take a time for this next chapter to open? Yes. Okay. It's not going to happen overnight. But as long as you are in alignment to what it is that you strongly believe, that you strongly have your standards, like you know exactly the type of environment and connection and, core foundation, okay, intellect, all the stuff that you're looking for. If you know what that is, then you know what? Hold your course, because the Knight of Pentacles says you're going to move in that direction. It's not going to be fast, okay, but it's something that will take time, but it's going to be very necessary for you to be in the high vibrational frequency. Now, don't allow yourself to be jaded by this experience. Okay, so you got to cut that energy as well as cut the jaded energy that this situation, circumstance, or event may have left a bitter taste in your mouth towards, symbolically. Okay, so don't be don't carry that jaded weight. You got to be open, loving, but with healthy boundaries. You got to be generous, but with limitations. As I say, especially here with this Queen of Swords, justice, integrity, and clarity is something that you give everyone. You could treat everyone fairly. You can treat everyone with respect. You can treat everyone in a just manner, but you can't be generous with everyone. You got to limit that back. Only special people, okay? Or people that show you that is the case. Now, this is, I don't feel that this is a love reading, but it is pointing to something here that you are kind of like thinking a lot about recently, or maybe connected to recently. Okay, could be love, it could be something else. Although honestly, with the two of cups, I do feel it may be love related. I do want to say this. I do have the divine, what is it? Divine counterpart affirmations in my energy healing and affirmations playlist. You could take a look at that. That could be very hopeful. Look at that community. Woo! Community and door to value. Interesting. Listen carefully. This could be in work or job or money also, but it could be something that you hold very valuable, which could be the area of love. Listen carefully here, okay? You have community. If you are seeking, I'm going to talk about love and I'm going to talk about work. Okay, so that's how this is coming through because I'm getting two messages. So, community. Take the time that you need to clear this energy if we're talking about romantic love that did not work out or a chance that you gave someone that didn't pan out. Cut the cords to this, align your energy, cut whatever jaded energy or things that may have surfaced or resurfaced due to this experience. You got to let it go. And allow yourself to be more open to people that are compatible. Like I said, you could start working with the nighttime affirmation as well as the divine counterpart affirmation. Okay, intention is key. But here's the thing. I feel that this, if you feel this is connected to love, you may find your next connection in a place where there are more people. Okay? You're not going to find or be able to be open to the energy of a new connection or love if you're home watching TV. You have no exposure that way. And I know it's difficult because guess what? Oh, I know it's challenging because guess what? I'm single too. I choose to be single until I find the right person. Right? But you can't find anyone if you're just watching TV. Okay? If you're just home and you're like, okay, I'm single and I want to meet someone, you need to connect with speed dating sites, not on the internet. I'm talking about in person. By the way, I do speed dating dates myself. I want to say I think I did one. No, I haven't done any in 2026. I got to get on that now that I'm saying this. But my guys are like, yeah, take your own advice. Yeah, I haven't done one in 2026, but I am. I did one in 2025 for sure. I remember. But yeah, 2026, I haven't done one. But there are many ways to open up your ability to connect with other people. So there could be, connecting with, speed dating of situations. There could be here you connecting with like circles where there are other singles. Okay, I know Instagram shows like a lot of stuff having to do with singles. I mean, or maybe because Instagram knows that I'm still single and throws it in my direction. But there's like many little things that you can do. And of course, yeah, you might have to pay for it. But again, it's something that you do in person and you meet quality people because you got to pay. You see what I'm saying? And it's face to face. So there you go. So the more that you connect and expose to other environments or community, now, does it have to be solely for singles? No, you could volunteer your time in whatever passion you want. You could meet someone around your own neighborhood or in your neighborhood restaurant or your neighborhood bar. I mean, or your neighborhood, whatever. You could be meeting someone around your area that you work or whatever. But this is talking about, and also, and by the way, I do this myself. So that's why I'm saying I always let my friends know when I'm single. Now, I've made the call since 2023 to all my friends. I'm like, don't forget, I'm single. If you know a great opportunity, or a person who you feel is aligned to my standards and blah, 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 feel free to pass them along. But friends are a great community of people that tend to be more careful because they know you and they know you as a friend and they value you as a friend. So they're not just going to place you with a random person. Okay, they're going to be more careful, more, like, yeah, I don't want my friend to get hurt. So they're going to be a little bit more, you know, they're going to decipher who those people may be. Now, door to value, that opportunity that you can create can be opening up slowly but surely, okay, in regards to meeting new people. This could be at a festival, at a concert, at a, dinner, whatever. This could be in a celebration. This could be around your neighborhood. This could be, listen, Sunday mornings. Okay, Sunday mornings, early afternoon, single people go and, get and do groceries. Okay, they may be going to some brunch or they may be making some brunch in their house or their apartment. So who knows? Maybe you may meet someone in the produce section. Okay, but there you go. Okay, and when you're getting to know people, don't just focus on one person unless it's something that it's like, okay, there has been an kind of like a verbal kind of like we are on the same page. If you need to kind of get to know three or two different people, just as friends, as casual, that's fine to do. If this is connected to work, this is talking about you cutting whatever situation, circumstance, or event may have uh you know been opening up for you. But remember, the Queen of Swords is get your head out of, especially if it happens at nighttime, because the Tower is this nighttime energy, okay? Or something that makes you feel sad and gloomy. Get out of the sad and gloomy, okay? If someone or something did not value the connection, oh well. You know what I mean? What can you do? I always tell people I give two chances. The third, sorry, not giving it to you. Okay. So again, this is talking about cutting this because this energy right here is preventing you from gaining the valuable either connection or people or job or clients that you need to connect with. Okay. So chop this energy here. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at what else is coming through. Wow, I can't believe that I just had 4 readings today, but I've been here 2 hours. That's crazy. All right. Create, move, value. I'm saying momentum creates momentum. Do not sit and sulk in whatever this is. Stop spending your time wasting on what could have been and should have been. Focus. Okay, there's a mastery that you have over your intelligence and your mind to get to where you need to get to with more like-minded souls. So I'm getting here to be more like momentum creates momentum. But let's see what this says. It says, be bold and pinpoint your outlook. Does that sound familiar, Irene? Because I just said you can't find your next chapter or your next opportunity sitting down watching TV at home or crying in your pillow at nighttime. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what I said at the top of the reading, validation confirmation. It says, don't be afraid to show your true colors. What did I say? Don't be afraid to cut the jaded energy and still lean into your divine feminine energy, but do so with a sense of, feeling confident, feeling like, yes, I've gone through things in my life, but that doesn't define where I'm moving towards right now. You know what I mean? And also, don't be afraid when you meet someone to say exactly what your uh, standards are. It's wonderful if you could come across like that. And people who aren't on the same energy field are gonna not be interested, but those who are will be like, yeah, you know. And again, you don't have to give your whole list, because I'm also against that. I'm against giving your whole list. Like, you just know what your standards are. And you could ask very important questions that can check off your list without you sharing your list, because then you have people who want to make believe like they are what you are wanting to see. Okay. It says, don't be afraid to show your true colors, because you are unique and this will differentiate your values from the social norms. I don't know. It's like I'm psychic or something, right? Because this is exactly what I've been channeling since the top of the reading. Okay. Um, Whether this is you thinking about this person or the situation, I feel you are cutting this out of your way. You're like, you know what? I don't care whatever happens here. I needed to know something. I needed to see something. I saw, I did, and nothing happened. Goodbye. Gotta go to my next phase. I do feel that this person may feel a sense of regret because they didn't do what they either were supposed to do, or their words and their actions didn't connect. I do feel that they may be like, oh man, I really missed a good opportunity. But that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? But there may be times that you feel this energy, or that maybe at times you think about this person or this situation. And that's what's keeping you from your next chapter that could hold a whole lot better candidates or more aligned people that are very valuable and high value partners. Because it's like, you got to let this go. And, or again, like this Queen of Swords, place your emotions aside in whatever this is, heal it if you need to, and then move in the direction of connecting to more like-minded souls. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Irene, please feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. You ended up getting a very long reading here, so I guess Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I don't know. happy summer solstice. But there you go. So there you go. All right. Let's see here what Irene may have written. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm confused here. Irene says, it is a love thing with the Pisces. Okay. Makes sense. This, and the fact that you wrote Pisces, again, I feel that this person feels regretful or remorseful, or feels like, man, I really messed that one up. But they messed it up because you needed to see what you needed to see with the Tower. And maybe you did. And maybe this is a moment where this person starts like, oh shoot, I gotta come correct to Irene, or not come at all. And it's okay to cut people off. There have been people I've dated, like, not, when I say dated, I mean go on 1 or 2 dates with. I'm not saying like heavily dated. There are people that I've gone on 2 dates and I'm like, this is not the person for me. This is not the person for me. And it's okay. They may be great people, but they may not be a great person for me. And that's okay. You have here, I've been thinking about him a lot. Validation, confirmation. That's exactly what I said. He stays up at night thinking about, because I can feel him. Yep, I agree. I do think he does think about you. But if he wants to change something, he has to step it up. You see what I mean? You give the opportunity. You're fair. You're just. You're honest. Because that's something for everyone. You give a fair shot, like the Queen of Swords does. but you also use intelligence to see, is this person on my level? And on my level can mean many different things for many different people. So don't feel bad about this or sad about this. If someone made a mistake, then it's up to them to fix whatever it is within themselves. Okay, if this person chose to walk away, then this person needs to fix whatever it is. If you chose to walk away, you didn't choose to walk away just for the willy-nilly of it all. You walked away because there was a reason. So this person needs to work on themselves, right? So if and when they work on themselves and they really feel they want to connect with you again, they can do that, but they need to do the work before they come back to the Queen of Swords, which is you. Do you see what I'm saying? So hopefully that gives you a little bit of validation confirmation there. What I meant is he stays up at night thinking about me. Yes, I do feel that. Yes, 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 yes. I can tell his thoughts from mine. Yep, 100%. This is Cups Tower. The person has regrets over whatever this may have happened. I feel that, you might be like, listen, bye-bye about it. But yeah, definitely. It says, what else does it say here? I really appreciate the read, Lexa. I think I needed that. Thank you. You're very welcome. I took a step back because he wasn't reciprocating. Ding, 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 ding. Validation confirmation. It's like I'm psychic or something. Because that's exactly what I said here. This person regrets not leveling up. And it's okay. It could be that person's lost. You know what I mean? It could be his loss. That's on him. Has nothing to do with you. Like I said, if this person walked away, then bye-bye. If they want to come back, they gotta show something very different. If you walked away from the situation, then this person needs to make the changes needed in order for you to even consider. And it's not like you're going to look for this person. This person has to come to you. This person has to say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I X, Y, and Z. I apologize for ... No one has made me see, and no one has clearly told me what you've told me. And you know what? It triggered something in me, but it triggered me to change. That's how this situation can turn into something of a second chance. It must come from this person who needs time to heal, especially if this person is the one who walked away, or the person who you walked away from because this person needs to change. You know what I mean? So boo-hoo-hoo on them, but you can't let this experience stop you from future connections. And if this person, whomever this person may be, wants a second chance, they need to work on themselves. They need to figure out why they're so regretful the minute that this stopped. Why can't they stop thinking about you? And you know what, intuitive friends, and I know this is like a rant, but it's not. There are times that people make decisions, and this has nothing to do with your situation, okay, Irene? But sometimes people make decisions based on an argument, based on what they think they knew at the time. And once the dust settles, they realize that they had something good, that they had a valuable connection, that the person that they were with was a ride or die type of person, the one that was through the trenches with them. And only after they are by themselves can they realize, like, you know what? Or do they realize that maybe I didn't do the right thing? And it's okay to give second chances. But in order to give second chances, things must be fully healed within both parties, especially the party that was not either reciprocating or walked away, or the party that wasn't doing what they needed to do in their due diligence. But that being said, Irene, what an amazing message here. And you wrote here, like you said, he can fix it, but he needs to make changes. Exactly. This can be fixed. This can be fixed. But this person has to I feel that what you may have said or done really put this person into this kind of reality where there's like, wow, you know what? Irene was right. You made this person think, because this person is a water sign and they're emotive. Okay, listen, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, they're very emotive. They think with their emotions. They make decisions based on their emotions. And that's okay, as long as it's, in moderation. But this person, moves with emotions, whereas you may move with intellect and rationale. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. That being said, intuitive friends, what a beautiful reading here today for all of you that joined. I want to say a special thanks to those of you who did super chats. And especially, let me start doing a super thank you here for Ascended Universal Butterfly. Okay, Ascended Universal Butterfly volunteers to my channel. So thank you so much for volunteering here, Butterfly. I also want to give a special thanks to those of you who did super chats today, that being Divine Timing 86, as well as Debbie Cox 8144. Intuitive friends, thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. Don't forget, I will be coming back a little later, focusing on my $9.99 USD, US dollar, you ask and I answer readings. Okay? I'm sorry. It's not the you ask and I answer. It's the what's going on, spilling the tea. The spilling the tea reading. So if you're interested in that, what's going on with, and then you fill in the blank. It is a $9.99 reading, and I will be coming back a little later for that. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And of course, have a great, let's see, what did you write there? Hold on. You wrote, I do, Lexa, with my Pisces moon and with my Virgo sun. Yeah, Virgos. Oh, you're like me. You're an earth sign. Oh, yeah, we don't play. We don't play. We want stability and security. And if you can't provide that in all aspects of our lives, we are not going to commit to you. So those of you who are watching and you're like, oh, I'm so interested in that Taurus, or I'm so interested in that Virgo, or I'm so interested in that Capricorn, there's your message of the day. Okay? If you're not coming correct and you're not coming with consistency, please stay away, because we're not going to be interested. And you're going to find our reality check very cold and very it's gonna hurt your emotions, okay? Because we are known for that type of energy. So there you go. Intuitive friends, I had a great time here with all of you. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, and I'll be back soon with the super chat $9.99 spill the tea, because today's Friday and I bet a lot of you want to spill some tea. I might do even 2 sections of that. I don't know. I might do my Spanish section a little later tonight, but there you go. I don't know, but we'll see how the energy flows throughout the day. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.